What's good, y'all? Hold on. I was in here minding my business. And then Spirit done jumped on my head. So I figured I might as well share with y'all. I'm supposed to be documenting or uploading what transpired at my sister circle. But, just inviting some of the girlies. I ain't seen a lot of these people in a while. Who knows, they may stop by. Anyway, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Send 15. Let y'all know I'm out here. Hey, Heather. So, I was chopping up the video from the sister circle. The sister circle went well. Well, it really got jumped off. Life is happening for me, not to me. So, it really got jumped off because the space that I was at previously, the people who were allowing me to use that space were relocating. And so in the midst of their relocation, I need to get the address so I could get the flyer out. But when you're dealing with other people, sometimes what's important to you is not important to the other person at the same variation or whatever elevation as it is for you. So for me, I need to get this flyer out because my event is tomorrow. So I need this address in order to put it on the flyer so people can determine if they're going to come to the event or not based on the location. At least that's what I do. I'm not going 1,000 miles away for an event, so the address is important. But I can't get my marketing material out timely so I could get that off of my plate because this individual won't give me the address. Well, this individual is also in the midst of hosting events. This individual is also in the midst of actually moving locations. This individual is also involved in a lot of other things in their personal lives that I'm unaware of. So, the humanity and the compassion piece of me understands that this person has a lot of stuff going on. But also on the other thing, hey Sarah, but also on the other thing, I have to understand that this individual may have other things going on, but so do I. So yes, I'm not going to express anger or frustration because I need something that I can't get to, but not anger towards this person or turn this person into any type of thing because I can't get what I need from them but it's all about communication as well. I found out a lot of these things that were holding up the transfer of the information after the fact. So we must work on our communication, guys. We can't be out here, thank you for the love, we can't be out here expecting people to understand us if we are not communicating, correct? Like that's the basic thing. We're moving in silence and then people find out why we were moving the way we were moving after the fact and then we expect compassion. That's backwards. No, because while I should be showing you compassion, you're inconveniencing me. So you put yourself over me, but now you want me to put you over me, and that's just not going to happen, depending on the season. So we have to understand that we're putting ourselves in a disadvantage. So that's how I ended up on the road to finding a new venue for my sister circle. And so I called a mutual contact that I've had since I was a teenager. And this individual said, yeah, you can use my space. But when I went to go view the space, it was a public space. And I was like, well, I can't have people walking in and out of my sister circle. So, we in the midst of a healing session, Sarah, and, a little kid running, I lost my da-da-da, it's going to pick up the flow. So I was like, okay. And then I was talking to my cousin, and my cousin was like, well, some people do things in schools, or a conversation prior, they said churches have started in schools and stuff like that. And then my cousin said, well, you could go to the library, and sometimes you can find some free and cheap. I like you, Sarah. You know how to double tap the screen. That's how you treat a live. If you're just sitting there while you holding your phone anyway, you might as well tap the screen and push this out. So thank you, Sarah. I truly do appreciate you. Anyway, so she was like, libraries do the free and the inexpensive. Well, right now my budget is free. So I was like, you know what? I know someone who can give me access to a school if it's available. So I asked this individual and I say, hey, is it possible for me to use the space at the school? The person immediately says yes, sits down and has a meeting with me. And then after we have the meeting, it is set. I can use the school. I send them the flyer. I say, here's the date. Here's the information. He's like, cool. All right. I am so excited because I'm a teacher. I don't have to sit on the floor in a yoga studio anymore. I get to actually teach this in a classroom. So my mind is going crazy. This is all delicious because I'm just like, yeah, I'm about to really fuck it up because I'm in my element. I'm a teacher in a classroom. Like, let's go. So I'm excited. And then 2 nights before my event, this man sends me an email, a text and an email. I'm going to give him credit. He emailed and texted me. What up, Brown Lotus Naturals? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Check out Brown Lotus, y'all. I'm thinking there's something to check out over there. Anyway, 2 days before my event, he emails me. He says, you need some sort of insurance to host events on Saturdays, and I would have to either be there or pay an employee to be there, and everybody's on summer vacation, and here's an additional piece of paper that you need to sign to even use the school. I'm like, when I asked your ass, could I use this school? Did you not know there was a form that I needed to sign? Do not play me right now, because right now I'm feeling a kind of way, but I'm trying to be in my God element. So I'm like, maybe it was an oversight. I have no idea. But I'm like, how do you not know that I can only host events on the weekday, and I send you my flyer, and when I send you my flyer, you say cool, but then when I say, okay, how's Saturday going to work logistically, and you're like, oh, it can't happen. Like, yo, I'm trying in my heart of hearts not to feel a kind of way. But me and this individual have history, and I've romanticized it because we're friends now. And I'm going to leave it at that. But I was just like, how can you pull the rug from underneath me? I got 25 women about to come out to a healing experience, and you just going to tell me I can't use the space. And then at the end, going to say sorry about Saturday. And I'm reeling because I'm just like, yo, I sold out an event. It was a free ticketed event, but I am not going to take the win away that I attracted 25 women in to come see about me and to come see what I'm talking about. So, how you just going to say sorry? Like, that ate my soul that he would do me like that. And I was like, well, I got to do it in my house. And those of you who are familiar with my content, if you're not, get familiar, join the community, because we are a community, those who choose. Those who choose to be a part of this community are a part of this community. I could list them off right now. So please join the community. But I was like, I'm going to have to host this thing in my house. And I was like, first of all, I know Black women don't go into other people's houses. So that just wiped out half of my attendees. And then I was just like, those Black women, teach. Those Black women, give me a writing utensil. Let's go. Get your pen and paper, Sarah. Take a second from tapping that screen and write some shit down, because we healing right now. So, why aren't we mad at the man for making his school unavailable to me? Why aren't we mad at the man? So what you would write down, Sarah, is, why shouldn't I feel a kind of way about whatever it is that you feeling about? Somebody done pissed you off or something is transpired. I can't believe that nothing ain't going on in your life. There's got to be at least one thing that's going on in your life where you're just like, I know Spirit says I'm not supposed to give this energy, but Lord Jesus, I need to give this energy. But we want to talk our way off of that energy because that energy is going to stop us from moving forward, right? And the only thing we want to do is move forward. We ain't got time for nothing else in this life but to move ourselves forward. So what you going to write down is, why aren't we mad at boop, boop, boop? For me, it's the man for saying I can't have my sister circle in the facility. Thank you for sharing the live love. Why can't I have my sister circle where he said I was, and he waited till 2 days before my event to pull the wool up, pull the rug from underneath my ass, and I'm trying not to give them some energy. But that's some fucked up shit. Like, I just can't see it. I can't see it. I'm trying to be in God's grace, y'all. We about to walk ourselves down. I was giving y'all time to write, why aren't we mad at, for me, the man? First, I'm going to write down, because life is happening for me, not to me. So write down the first reason why we should not be upset about whatever this shit is. This motherfucker always let me down. Why the fuck I'm mad now? How many more times am I going to be mad about the same shit? Whatever it is, write yours down. Because life is... Oh, let me be quiet. No, they hungry. I'm on live though. If you could turn that down just a little bit. You could come in the room, but just turn it down. You want to use my dollar store headphones? You want to use my other headphone? Actually, you could charge the one. I'm not giving you my one good headphone, and then I'm headphoneless, and then I'm going to be upset. But why should I be upset? Because he done lost my other box. Should I trust him with my last box? Oh, shoot, my son done messed up my audio. I don't know. I'm gonna trust you with my box.
You can keep the box.
We over here healing ourselves. So, we want to know, why aren't we mad at, oh boy, for telling me 2 days before my event that I can't use the school? And I said, because life is happening for me, not to me. Okay, so what sense can I make of that? If life... Oh, let's see. Sarah said to let you use the box. See, y'all always be rooting for this motherfucker over here. I'm trying, y'all. I love him. I love him. That's my best friend, and I can say that genuinely in this moment. No, because of the same ear. What are you talking about?
I got the earplug. I just needed the box to charge.
Yeah, but mine is the same one. Both of them are left ears, so I can only charge one at a time.
No, but can I charge it in this box?
Yes, that's the original box. I just switched boxes because I just went through a weird phase. But any box will charge the earphone, but we can only charge one at a time.
Oh, that's all I need is a charger.
Covet that box.
I'm gonna give the box right back to you as soon as I charge it.
All right, if life is happening, I'm going to help y'all heal yourselves, but there's going to be life happening while we're healing. If life is happening for me, how did this happen for me? Got to make some sense of it, right?
I gotta get these dogs from there.
This happened. Yeah, everything closes at 10 around here for me. All right, so whatever you're talking yourself down off of,
I'm gonna use some electricity for our crib.
Whatever your justification for that is, now we have to ask the question of it. So, why aren't I mad at Mr. Man? Because life is happening for me, not to me. Okay, so now I ask the question back to myself. If life is happening for me, how did this happen for me? Well, let's like at least give 3 reasons why. If this had to have happened for me, because we could infinitely write down why it happened to me. We could give infinite reasons. All I am not mad at because somewhere I know that it was going to happen. Ooh, intuition like a mug. So you can't get mad because you walked yourself into that. Because somewhere inside you, you knew what you were walking into and you still chose. So why aren't you mad at yourself? You keep making the same damn decision over and over again. You knew. Your intuition is so fucking keen that you know before it happens what's going to happen and you still do it. So you need to know why you ain't mad at yourself. Hold yourself accountable and you'll stop walking in there. Because I had let stuff go before and it just escalated. Yeah, we can't give grace. Not when we know it's some fuckery. When we know it's some fuckery and we read energy, we can't give grace. Now we know people make mistakes and that's where we give grace, but we allow the interpersonal relationship, even though those are flimsy, because our interpersonal relationship should be based on action, not time. I've known this person forever. Not blood. Oh, this is family. Not, adjacent. This is so-and-so, such and such. No. Any access to us that we give is based off of they put that work in. They earned to know me. They earned this access to me. And those who we allow to earn this access to us cannot be those who put in minimal effort, who let us down time and time again, who we are so in flow with their fuckery that we know when they're gonna fuck us, how they're gonna fuck us. We know everything. Yet we still walk ourselves back into it for whatever reason. And that's another reason why they keep black women so financially disadvantaged, that we will accept anything for just a hint of stability. And so now our men that we raised, let's own that so we can fix it. Now our men are not equipped to be the type of men that we can grow to their highest excellence, because that is why we as black men and women come together. And that is why, and this is nothing against nobody, y'all do what the fuck you want to. One of my favorite people was my stepmama and she white. Some of my favorite white people are my favorite people. Anyway, the point is, I'm going to say what the fuck I got to say and y'all going to hear it. And understand that it's important for us to stay with our own. I'm not saying it's a must. Y'all do what you want to, but it's important. Understand when I say important, that doesn't exclude anything. It is just saying if we are weighing something, it is very fucking important that we stay with our own. Simply because we are splicing our DNA every time we splice with someone else, which means the power that we came to this earth having, we just spliced it. And my legacy deserves better than that. Now, I'm going to love whatever these kids bring up in here. But I know my legacy deserves better than that. And I hope that I raise children that understand that this DNA, because those of you who know what I am, this DNA, y'all giving it to who? You ain't keeping it in the family. You gonna dilute this. I accept your truth. But I really should have taught you to value this a little bit more than going and giving it away. This should be coveted. And you should feel that same way about your DNA. What you say, Sarah? Hold on. I met this person when I was in a state of depression and low self-esteem, but I have grown. So are we done with this person, Sarah? Are we done? On a scale of 1 to 100, what is the percentage of done? Be honest with yourself, because that's the only way you can heal. Y'all be wanting readings. Let's just walk this shit back. We ain't got to guess. Let's just use our brains. On a scale of 1 to 100, how much are you done with this person? I'm going to figure out why this shit happened to me while you tell me what your percentage is. If life is happening for me, how did this happen for me? Okay. Not done, but asking for what I need now. I need a percentage, friend. Percentage. Because you 10% done, that means you're 90% in. What do you want? What's your desired outcome? Not tomorrow. Overall. We can drill down, but you're drilling down, and that's why you're okay with this. I want you to say, what does Sarah want for her future? Because the seeds that we're planting right now is shaping your future. So you choose how far into your future you want to project, and those are the seeds you get into the ground. So if you kind of want to be in and out, those are the seeds you're going to put in the ground. But if you push yourself, because I know it's hard to get something completely out your system, especially when there's nothing on the other side. I'd rather have something than nothing. And then we compare it to all the other bad experiences that we've had in our life, and we're like, well, it's not as bad as this, or it's different than this. It ain't even got to be as bad. It just got to be different. But we have to understand, we have to project our love of self so far into the future that we will only accept the best for ourselves that we can conceptualize. Do you understand that, Sarah? It is the best that you can conceptualize today. As you said, you have grown. So as you have grown, your best for self that you can conceptualize has grown. But you are still living in this physical space. And so you are accepting today's and yesterday's expectations of self. But you're struggling with it because you're viewing it from your growth point. Your growth point is like, if we grow and grow the fuck up. Stop. Fuck history. Fuck the past. Let's move on. What you say? I want to be loved, heard, and respected. I want my children to have a wholehearted, healed parents. Okay, boom. Let's go. I was healing myself, but it looks like we need to heal you. So let me get you a piece of paper, friend. These healing sessions are $222. Book one, it is 1 hour and 45 minutes. And I'm about to heal your behind from a comment section so you know it's real. Let's go. Are you married or in a relationship or single situationship? What is your relationship status? I'm going to say this relationship. Now there's going to be silence here because I'm writing and I'm processing and I'm healing. Married, boom. Me too, friend. Oh, it's been a struggle. It's a season. How long you been married? Married. Objective is loved, heard, respected. Easy enough. Boom. All right, 9 years. We are 7. I think we've been married 7 years. 6. We got together in 2016 and we got married in 2019. Whatever that math is. I'm not mathy. I'm just lazy in that area. Huh? You care about the number? I don't. Shit. All right, so you want to be loved, heard, respected. You're married for 9 years. All right. Does your spouse, is it a he or a she? And does your spouse have a teachable spirit? Have you seen any growth in them? Oh, we got to get that. Okay, hold on. I'm with you. He. Does your spouse have a teachable spirit? Look it, aren't you blessed, Sarah? You are one of my first online readings. This is a blessing. I hope you take this for what it is. Like, you didn't stumble upon here. You didn't double tap the screen. I usually don't say people's names. I don't even acknowledge people in there, not like that, unless they're a part of the community. But today I actually saw you. So understand that you stumbled in this room for a reason, and I'm happy you stayed. So let's go. He's kind of a teachable spirit. Kinda is good. Kind of. So, God, are you a spiritual person? Do you believe in, can I say God or Allah? How would you like me to refer to higher divinity? Or you don't believe? Where are we at in your belief system so I know how to talk to you? Because I'm not here to push any ideology, but I'm going to guide you all day unless you let me. I don't want you to be uncomfortable, so let me know how to speak to you. And thank you for the love. Young double tap. That lets them people know that this is a good lie. Just double tap. What's up, cupcakes? And conversations. I love a good cupcake. My daughter wanted a red velvet cake for her birthday, but they don't make them in cupcakes. Absolutely 100% God is good for me and to me. Amen, ashe, and let's go. So, kind of. God don't deal in mess. You hear me, friend? God don't deal in mess. So when you say kind of, what the fuck does kind of mean? So if we have a number line between the number 1 and 100, where does kind of fall? I'm going to give you the answer. It doesn't. It's not measurable. So when I ask you, from now on, is something transpiring? I want percentages. I need numbers. I need to know where are we at in this. So if kind of, he is kind of teachable. If we were to look at a pie chart and we were to say how much of his spirit is teachable and how much is stuck in the motherfucking mud and he ain't moving, and I want to know your ages as well. Where's he at? Because if this motherfucker ain't moving, 43% he's moving. Double tap the screen if 43% is he's fluid. Don't touch the screen if it's 45% he's stuck. He's fluid. All right. 43%. So he close to the middle. We good. We could work with 43% fluid. And then whatever the other part is, he's not. You know I don't math. So not. At the end, I'll hold this up to the screen so you can take a screenshot and you can do your work from there. Or you could book a coaching session, LoneeLifestyle.com. But anyway, I'll sit on that. And now we're going to go over to all you want to experience in your relationship is to be loved, heard, and respected, which are all beautiful things to aspire for. But again, God don't deal in mess, my friend. So now we define, what does love look like for you? And this is something you should be writing down. So my feet are so, please don't. You got to respect yourself a little bit more than to put your face on my feet. What? Like, you got choices. Everybody got choices, what? And that's their choice. What? Don't ask me no questions about my feet until you ask yourself why you chose to put your face on them. Go and get some business. All right. Top three reasons. We real simple tonight. We could dig down deeper later when you're being intimate with yourself. Top 3. Go and get some business.
Do you need your tips?
Yes, I need them clipped. So a big boy would just go get the clippers and start clipping on the toenails. But don't do that because I'm in the middle, and go get some business. A bigger boy would go get some dang business instead of pushing his own agenda. Go on. Top 3 reasons. What does love look like for you? He can't hit a target that's not there, right? So he can't love you unless you define what love is. Love love how you receive and love how you give. So you have to understand. Just write your stuff down. He's 49. My husband's 49. And you are 45. Her 45. All right, so you got to write down your top 3 reasons why what love. Your top 3, what it looks like to be heard. And your top 3 of what it looks like to be respected. And you guys can do this work because you're new to this and you're healing yourself, right? You have to heal the part of you that allowed yourself to be in this space. You've allowed it. And there's a multitude of reasons why you allowed it. You see what this binder is? This is me figuring out why I've allowed what the fuck is going on in my life to happen. And this is my Lonnie Fix My Life binder. And I'm going to fix my fucking life, and I'm going to help other people fix their lives too while I do it. Because why have I allowed the life that I am presently living, the love that I'm presently receiving, good or bad, I don't care. Why am I allowing it if it is not making me happy? If I am to be loved, why is this love not making me happy? And then I feel crazy because the love's not good enough. My husband is amazing. My husband is amazing. I mean, he's a man. Like, what the fuck? He's a man. We all know how them motherfuckers been raised and bred. Y'all been fucking these dudes up. Like, this the stock we get to pick from, Lord Jesus. And we want to blame the absent father as to why our men are the way they are. If we were to say 100% probability of why our men are the way they are, how much would you put it on the absent father? Then you would take accountability that you fucked them up.
Hey, Mama.
It's okay, it's okay.
Where's your nail clippers?
That's why I'm so, you better leave my toes alone. Didn't I tell you to get some business? You're being disrespectful and I don't like it. Is your intention to be disrespectful?
No.
Then please, choose respect. Just because I got a smile on my face don't mean I'm not serious. Please don't make it to where I gotta get serious. Thank you. I appreciate it. And the fact that I correlated respect into that, now he understands he got his behavior redirected, but he also learned that in that he's showing disrespect. So now his definition of disrespect grows. He understands his definition of respect grows. So every opportunity that you interact with your children, remember, because part of your frustration with your husband is demonstrating to your children of what a man, whether you have boys or girls. And these are all just realizations we all need to come to, because we would be real fucking serious about our lives if we realize this motherfucker is demonstrating this is what a husband looks like to my daughter. A love that doesn't make me feel loved, even though he loves you. Is this what you want for your next generation and your generations to come? Because they're only going to do their version of what you demonstrated, because this is how we live. This is what love looks like to us. And we usually only go a little bit above or a little bit below what we're used to. But those of us within this community, we are climbing. We are recreating and rewriting our DNA. So tonight is the night, Sarah, that you get a chance to rewrite your legacy. And we want you to define. Let me know when you're done, because I'll stop preaching when we're ready to move on. But let me know what love looks like, what heard looks like, what respected looks like. And if you choose to do this with your partner, that's how we got on the binder. If you choose to do this with your partner, he needs to write down what he wants out of this relationship. I repost all of my lives on LoneeAppleton Live on YouTube. So you don't have to go crazy I wish you could see this, or if we could, work through this together, but I can't remember what she's saying. I repost, hey Trini Trin. I post all of these things on LoneeAppleton Live, as well as, Sarah's a part of the community, love, comfort, safety, thoughtfulness. Are those his things? Is he sitting right there? Are we healing together? Let's go, fam. Hey, Anita. All the gangs all here. What's good? We healing, y'all. I done got, sisters. I done figured out my gift. Y'all ready, Anita? We all need to heal. I done figured out. Trin. You see my research binder? Looky, look. I'm conducting research, Trin. I'm so excited. You're going to be so proud of me. Okay, here we go. Whew, I got excited. Yeah, do this with him so you guys can grow together. Hey, Anita. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a healing session with Sarah, which is probably going to take all night. But next time I get on here, I got you, sis. I done figured out how to figure it out. So it's love. Sarah is love. Oh, those are your three. Boom, boom, boom. But here we go. So I'm going to have to, I'm overjoyed. I know. I'm with you. Oh, okay, I'm with you. I figured out what happened. My girls, I told you when the crew show up, I get excited. All right, so love is comfort. Are you okay with me over here, babe, or you want me to go somewhere else? Safety. Thoughtfulness. And you guys can work through your own things. You just put your own things in the boxes. You know how we do. We teach one, we teach all. Just because I'm talking to one, I'm talking to everybody. So this is love, heard, respected. Love, heard is connected. Intimacy. Sarah, are you a regular part of the community? I've never seen your name, so I mean no disrespect if you've been gang since day one, but I'm just now seeing you, so I apologize for that. But are you a member of the community? Validation. I am overjoyed. Me too, Trin. And then respect is support. That's all I got. That's good because I watch your videos sometimes. Okay, cool. Welcome. See, you see all those seeds you were planting to watch my videos sometimes led you here. So yay, go team. All right. So here we go. With the words that you've given me are just variation of more words, right? No disrespect. I gotta talk to you like I'm gonna talk to you so we can grow you. So now I have to ask you more words. Or you can dig deeper. You've been watching these videos, but you ain't been studying these videos. Because if you've been studying these videos, you already know I want you to go so damn deep, you sitting over there crying. So with that said, what is comfort? You see how you're making your list longer? The deeper you dive, you get deep into the shallow, boop, hit your head because you were just like comfort, safety, thoughtfulness. Oh, now she got to ask me another question. God dang it, get off my head. Or you could dig a little deeper. Because now what does comfort mean? Your husband, you're like, I want you to comfort me. Okay, but what's that mean? I want to feel safe. I thought I was doing that. I want you to be thoughtful. Thoughtful of what? I don't know what you're thinking. You know, so we can't come to our spouses with those words either. Because those are too ambiguous. That makes sense? Am I bearing witness to Lonnie stepping into that power? You are, Trinity. You are experiencing the first time that I am life mapping someone. Like, you're witnessing history, friend. You were my first podcast, and now you are watching history, like, happen right now. When they talk about me in history books, Sarah, you're a part of fucking history. Do you see what watching my videos every now and then got you? You became a part of my history. And when I'm on stage in front of millions telling the first time that this manifested, it was me, Sarah, Trin, and Anita in a room, healing this shit. I was so sad when you said you wasn't doing those worksheets anymore. I was like, but you meant to heal. So those energy worksheets were stressful. Like, I think if I were to do those for $66, it would take me to a space of feeling depleted. You know, because it took a lot out of me because I'm pulling from ether, right? I'm not asking you questions as I'm asking now. When I was doing the energy worksheets, you told me what your issues were, and then I got to pull from ether. So now I'm connecting to whatever the heck I got to connect to. I don't know what the hell I'm connecting to, but clearly I connected to something that healed you. So I got to connect to whatever, and that was a lot of fucking work. So I could imagine having to do those because that's how I started making money. So I see why God blocked that. So now you understand, Sarah, when I say life is happening for you, not to you. If God would have allowed the bank to just flood open behind me doing energy worksheets, I would hate what I do. But now I can actually talk to you and ask questions. Because when I used to try to read cards, I was like, you know what? If I could just ask you questions instead of guess, I could really give you some answers. And that's what this is. This is life mapping. $222 for an hour and 45 minutes. Let's figure your shit out. So that's what this is, friend. But you stopped dipping your toes and went in for the deep dive. My God, your solar plexus is open right now. You have unlimited access. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, Trini. Sarah, you supposed to be getting me some information, or am I waiting on you? We want to know what comfort means, safety means, thoughtfulness, connected means, intimacy, validation, support. These are too ambiguous for you to get results, right? If you were on the job and if your boss came to you and said, I want you to show the client comfort, you'd be like, okay. Then you would do your version of comfort, and then your boss would come back and say, you're not making them feel comfort enough. And you're like, okay. So you go and you go into your bag of comfort and you do more of your comfort stuff, and your boss is like, you're fired. You're not making the client feel comfortable. And you're like, I am. Well, what the fuck is comfort? You did what you thought it was, but that's not what they thought or they want. So we need to communicate with a little bit more words. You get that, Sarah? Sarah, did you leave me? Sarah, did you leave me? I hope not. If not, I gave you enough. But you stopped dipping yet. You solar, okay. The same ether energy through your solar plexus. When people say treat others how you want to be treated, I say treat people how they want to be treated. Yeah, people are going to tell you what their expectations of self are. And they have to love themselves enough to know that their expectation of selves can increase. Just like you date certain people where your expectation of self decreases because they treat you so bad that you think this must be the love you're worthy of, your expectation of self can also increase. And I don't know why we're so willing to receive decrease, but we fight increase. Comfort, reassurance, validation, supported. These are more words. Stop giving me damn words. What the hell does reassurance mean? What the hell? I'm going to talk to you any kind of way, Anita, because you've been here. What does reassurance mean? What does validation mean? What does supported mean? I'm going to start teaching y'all because y'all clearly are not picking up the content. Y'all just entertained because you gave me more words and you know better. Do you mean like I want to be held, or I want to be able to rest in my femininity? I want to be held. I can do something with that. I can literally hold you. How many times? Because in my mind, I hold you. Or he doesn't. On a scale of 1 to 100. How many times are you held in a day? 1, 0. We don't know. But what does that mean? Now he can work with that. Now he can hold you at least 3 times a day until it becomes a point where he just walks up to you and holds you. You understand it's not natural for him to do it, or he'd do it. He is comforting you per his definition. So give him that grace. He's doing what he knows to do. We would hope. We would hope. And so if he's doing what he knows to do, he is doing what he knows to do at the level that he knows. You have not told him comfort means to hold me. Comfort means to rub my feet. After you see me sitting here rubbing my foot, motherfucker, grab my foot and rub it for me. I saw my husband blow drying his hair today. I was like, do you need me to do that for you? And I was so proud of me yesterday. I was at a birthday party and Spirit said, go check on your husband. And I just came in the room and I said, hey, how you doing? He was like, you need something? I was like, no, I'm just checking on you. He was like, oh, okay. Hey, Fluffy. So, I was just like, oh, okay. But Spirit is walking me into the love that I know that my husband deserves. I don't naturally express it, but we're also doing our research and learning to love each other. And so as we learn to love each other, we're taking notes. I'm taking notes. You take notes too. This is your motherfucking legacy. Take some goddamn notes. And figure this out, because guess what? You're the first generation to do the work, but however old your children are, you've programmed them up to a degree in the dysfunction that you have accepted as love. So you may figure it out from this point, but they still may need to figure some stuff out. We don't know when we gonna walk up out of this place. My kids kill me off every other day. It's like they're more excited to have me in spirit than in the physical world. It's crazy. They just like, man, your eulogy about to be lit. It's like, I like life. Let me live. But my kids, I know that I'm not promised to be here tomorrow. So I must feed them as much game as I can today. And I must document it so that I started in this journal. Now I go through spurts where I don't. God has been on me tonight. I think I dropped it wasn't a story. I just dropped a video talking about documenting and allowing yourself to be forgotten. Thank you for liking the live and thank you for sharing it. Stop allowing yourself to be forgotten. You walk this fucking earth. Let people know that. At least your damn grandkids. Your kids know you walk this earth, but your grandkids may not. Your kids may not. You don't know when you checking out. Matter today. I started this journal June 15th. It's June 20 something, and I've written this many pages. Forwards and backwards. Because I'm here. I'm here. And they gonna know it. And y'all gonna know it. And your people should know you were here too. So write this shit down. Solve your future problems so your future don't have the same problems. The only way we can move forward as a people is if we have to stop going backwards to relearn the dumb shit we should have learned. And they did learn, but they didn't pass on because they stopped telling stories. I watched this video where it's talking about how they're destroying, or how they destroyed Lake Lanier, Central Park, all these historically black neighborhoods, they were destroyed. And that video pissed me off. Black history has really been pissing me off. And I hate to admit this. I know that bumped up against something for y'all, but listen. Black history pisses me off because we don't realize that we're history today. We are present day history and we are doing nothing to impact this world. We are milling through like fucking mindless drones, accepting whatever the fuck life throws at you. It pisses me the fuck off. They were like, this is what they did to our ancestors and we're pissed off about that. But you're not pissed off that they are fucking you off today. And I'm not talking about killing you. I'm talking about you don't even journal. You don't even teach your children. You allow this to teach your kids. You allow this to teach your kids. You allow this to teach your kids. You ain't teaching your kids shit. And that's the mind fuck that you're in. So if you do not want your next generation to be filled with broken families, it stops with you. So if you have a man that is 43% fluid and capable of learning, we must tap into that 43%. Get you a coaching session, sis. For real, if I can do this for you through your comments in my live, what can I do with a goddamn conversation? I've always struggled with journaling. Why is this your limitation going forward? From today to December 31st. Put it down on paper. How can I document my life? It may not be journaling. I journal because I'm a writer. I'm writing my 3rd book right now. Pick up my other 2, LoneeLifestyle.com. I write because I'm a writer. What is your creative expression that will let your legacy know that you were here? And apparently, they got writings on caves, so art counts. But you have to let your legacy know who you are. They're going to know who Beyonce is. They're going to know who Eartha Kitt is. Thank you. I love when my lives get the love they deserve because I am healing people here. They're going to know who everybody they told us to know is. They're not going to know you. Do you know my husband today told me something about himself that I'm like, damn, you should probably know that. But he doesn't know. And even when he goes to find out this very viable piece of information, like this is a very important piece of information. The person he asked to get the truth from, who knows the truth, will probably still lie. We literally withhold our truth from the people we say we love for whatever pride point it is. I can't let you know this about me, therefore I will never tell the truth. I will die with this lie. I will hold my legacy captive. We don't understand the things we do to trip our people up. This is our legacy. This is me living on. Like, we got to stop playing with that, like real talk. But back to you, Sarah. You may have answered some questions that I may have missed in the chat. I apologize. I love when you guys talk to each other. Like, this is community. This is sisterhood. I told you, Sarah, when my girls show up, I'm like, hey, this community, this sisterhood. All right, so comfort is hugs. And the other one was a word. I can't do nothing with a word, friend. Let me see. I promise. Trin has experienced the greatness of me. I love you, Trin. Let me see. Okay, I'm taking notes. Bring me snacks. Y'all so funny. Do you mean I want to be held? I said hugs. Held. And we can take held down. What does held look like? Is that a slap on the ass, a caress, a titty? What does held look like? We can drill down. We could get to know us so intimately. I want your hand to slide down. Why not? Talk yourself back. What makes you feel good? Does it make you feel good just to be held or to be held a certain way? We gotta write down fucking instructions. Yo. I have a binder of definitions. What this means when I say this, so there's no misunderstanding. That was just a mic drop. Or I want to be able to rest in my femininity. So he is naturally in his masculinity. You are naturally in your femininity. Because he potentially was raised by a female, whether there is a father in the home or not, the females do the raising primarily because the husband is the provider or the father is the provider, the way that we have structured our families thus far. And so he is masculine energy expressing in his feminine energy. You are feminine energy expressing in your masculine energy, but it is a pervasive version of masculinity. We think masculine energy is this. This is not masculine energy. Masculine energy is this. Like Trini said, my solar plexus is wide open. That's masculine energy. I ain't got to talk like a dude, but I like when I do. But you know, that's masculine energy. This isn't masculine energy. That's unbridled emotion. That's unbridled feminine energy, actually. That emotion, that's feminine energy. Masculine energy is logical brain. Masculine energy is looking at you while you're doing that like you look the fucking fool. That's why a man will look at a woman going crazy like you look crazy. A man prides himself because he doesn't get all crazy. It's because he's masculine. Like, there, he taps into his masculine. It's not his natural expression to do this. And it's also as our natural expression to know that that is not necessary to express ourselves. I can be angry with a smile on my face and mean every word that I said. That's why I told my son, don't make me show you that I'm upset. That's not necessary for you to understand that you're disrespecting me, because I've taught you what disrespect means. Therefore, based on my definition of what disrespect means, are you disrespecting me right now? Not my definition, our definition. These definitions based on the persons that I made them with, which has been my spouse. It is our definition. Therefore, it's not just my way or his way, it's our way. This is how we will define this word going forward. So there's no more misunderstanding. So based on the definition of respect, and I talked him into it. I was like, is respect looking down at the ground or looking me in the eye? Is respect holding your head to the side or holding your head up straight? Is respect holding your body to the side or shifting around? What is respect? What looks best? If you were to be your best version of respect, what does that look like? We agreed upon that definition. Therefore, anytime you do something outside of that, you are choosing to disrespect me, yes or no? Well, then leave my space. You have no more access to me. And you say that to everyone in your life. If they are disappointing you because you have clearly expressed your expectations and they still choose to fall short of the queen. You are the queen of your castle. And they choose to fall short based on your very clear expressed expectations, and you choose to stay in that. And we say it's the kids. We say it's the circumstances. We say it's this. But at the end of the day, we chose. Now, we can say we chose because of those things. Because whatever it is, at the end of the day, it's love. I chose you. If we chose, sometimes we don't choose them. We choose circumstances. I chose support. I chose location. I chose accessibility. I chose status. Sometimes we choose love. And when we choose love, we fight for it. Whatever that looks like. But we can't fight with comfort, safety, thoughtfulness, connected, intimacy, validation, support. We fight for it with, this is what I need. And I've never explored myself to the depth of this before. Get to know you, Sarah. Because in knowing you, now you can communicate to your spouse. And the beautiful thing, it's not that selfish BS we're used to, babe. I want to know about you too. And he's probably going to fight you because you're like, yeah, I already know you. No, I know I don't know you because I'm just now getting to know me. And as I get to know me, I want to know more about you. What does it mean when? How does that make you feel? Why does it make you feel that way? And now we done uncovered some trigger points. Now we can do some work, but that's when you get with somebody that can help you, because when I started digging shit up, it got real over here, y'all. Like, it got real. Don't go digging shit up without some help. The crayon analogy helped me here when you said it. You said, Trinity, just because you need a red crayon don't mean your husband's crayon package has a red. I said that. I'm so brilliant, Trinity. Like, I be saying some dope shit. And I love when you quote me back to me, because that one, that means you're listening. Two, that means you're taking in what I just put down. Like, you're not watching me for entertainment. You're like, boop, got one, boop, got one, boop, got one. And you're using the things that you're picking up, these tools, and you're growing yourself. So I like when y'all quote me back to me, because that means you heard me. Because one of our definitions here is demonstrate understanding. And our definition of demonstrating understanding is being able to repeat the message sent in your own words with relevant examples. Apply to current or past resolution points before hypothetical. And then we give an example. So that's how we So when you repeat me back to me, you're demonstrating understanding. And as a teacher, that makes me feel so good because I did my job. So thank you. Bring me snacks. Oh, so we want snacks. Ooh, I like snacks. Is that comfort, safety, thoughtfulness, support? Put that wherever it is. So is it his chosen snacks or is it your favorite snack? So let's drill down more. You don't want just snacks. If he brought you your unfavorited snack, but if he does it naturally, that's when those are the times as you point out that he is showing up. But ooh, and you brought me red vines. So it's not for us only to focus on where they're not showing up, but it's for us to also focus on where they are showing up. So if all you got to do is say brings me snacks because he knows what snacks to bring, I oscillate between snacks. Sometimes it's Reese's, sometimes it's Milky Way, sometimes it's Score, sometimes it's whatever. And my husband follows my snack trends. So whatever I ask for, the next time he's at the store and he buys a snack, he's like, I know she's eating these right now. So brings me snacks could be specific enough for you. But if this is an area he needs to improve in, you need to get as specific as possible because he is doing what he knows to do if he's in it to please you. Hello, human. Oh, my fluffy. I hope you're still there. Crayon, how you're gonna give you a red crayon if he doesn't have it? That sounds like something. I am taking notes. Take them notes, y'all. Take them notes because we are growing tonight. Wait till you have boxes and boxes of these research notes. I know. I'm so fucking excited. Did I tell you I get to be a substitute teacher? Trinity. I get to walk freely the halls and bounce into different classrooms. I'm going to be helping so many people. So she said, what? And then who? And how'd that make you feel? And y'all fighting over him. And he playing both of y'all. But y'all mad at each other, but y'all ain't mad at him. Ooh, does that make sense? Oh, I can't wait. I've always struggled with journaling. We've already talked about that. When I promised working with Lonnie was amazing. We had some fun. We solved some things. And we evoked tears. Just like with my art, I don't want it if I don't get tears. If I don't get no tears, then we didn't do no healing because I need you to break. I am pushing you to your breaking point. You have pushed yourself to your comfort zone. I am pushing you to your breaking point. But again, I pushed people around me to their breaking points and it became very volatile. So you have to walk a person back correctly. Otherwise, you'll walk them back too fast. And then you got something. And if you don't know what to do and you're stuck in it, and you're like, oh my God, Lonnie, what do I do? So all these people, and that's just what I've been so concerned with because so many people are out here playing with energy, but they don't know what they're playing with. I have actually felt someone try to rip my energy out of my body. So I know it's real. I just had to figure out how to manifest it. And Trinity has been there through the evolution of me pondering stuff like, I wonder if this is, and I wonder what, Anita too, I wonder what this is, I wonder what this is, And Fluffy. We all been here watching as I figured out to get to this space where I finally know how to walk us back, y'all. It's beautiful. Have you tried voice notes or videos? Oh, those are good. And reels are the closest. Oh, damn it, I jumped up. Patterns. I recognize, reels are the closest. I recognize a lot just through posting here on TikTok and recognizing my own patterns. You don't have to post them, but to your eye. Yeah, that's what my daughter does. She records everything. Like, she got the for real behind the scenes. Y'all think I'm getting the raw and uncut? She got the real behind the scenes. But she doesn't post any of it. So she's just documenting for herself. And how all this started, like if we could trace ourselves back, and this is the beauty of documenting things because you're like, hold on, did I? Trust me, go back to this day a year ago. If you could, if you were documenting, go back to this day a year ago, start today. Guaranteed you're having either the exact same conversation if you're in sync. This is something that I have picked up. we are caught in loops because we are planting the same seeds, and so we're getting the same results. But as we plant a little bit different seed every day, that's why it's important to do something different every day. If we plant a new seed every day, then this day next year it'll be a lot of the same. Like me and my husband be having the exact same arguments. That's why I can't be getting mad, because I was like, we already had this argument last year. I got it on video. So it's like I choose to give it energy because I know this isn't real. This is a fucking matrix that we literally live in, because we're putting to say it, whether it's on the biblical side, i.e. you're putting seed in the ground, or if it's on the other side, the science fiction side, I don't know, the real side, I don't know, whatever the fuck you categorize it, that ain't my bag. But my point is, they're creating a loop. They figured out how to keep us caught in a cycle to where we are recreating the same day over and over again, and we don't realize that we're doing it because, you know, they tricked us into thinking that we're thinking and we're not. We're just replicating. Think about it. When's the last time you thought something? If you fuck with my content, you're actually figuring it out, then you think all the damn time. But if I have just entered your entertainment cycle, then you might still just be like, she just entertains me. So make sure that you are actively, and you may think you're using my content, but I've said some very basic level stuff on this live. So if anything that I said on this live for someone who's been in this community for a prolonged time did not resonate with you, you're missing something. So this would be a time to book a coaching session, because you're just like, I was doing something, but I'm missing something. And then we can have some conversation. And can we watch the volume in the background, please? All right, if you need me to go to the garage, I can. Yeah, you just may need a little tweaking, is what I'm saying. Patterns, yeah. But yeah, start documenting your life, and you can look back at yourself. Hugs from behind. I like that. That's very specific. You can start looking at yourself and say, so comfort, hugs from behind. And so when you say that to your spouse, you say, so you would say, babe, I would like to talk about us getting on the same page so that we can move in love energy. Use your language. Use your language. I'm just trying to find non-inflammatory language. So use your best authentic, because if you sound like me, your spouse gonna look at you and be like, huh? So you have to speak your way, but your goal is to use the least inflammatory language to get your point across, because you don't want to bump up against anything. You want your message to be received. And you want the only confusion and the resistance to your message be because I don't understand a part of it, not because you use something that you know triggers them. So you've been with this person for 9 years, or married for 9 years, probably with them longer. So you know what you can and can't say to have effective communication with them. And if you haven't figured out in this particular area how to have effective communication, this is a growth point for you. How do I convey this in the lace? And I don't want to sound like a broken horn, but that's why you talk to someone like me. If you want me to reform a sentence, just hop in my DMs. That don't need to be a full session. Like, yo, Lonnie, and you can hop in my DMs anyway. The girls be in my DMs all the time, and we just be talking. And I don't withhold anything like, you got to pay me. No, we just talking. We flowing. We growing. If you form the way that you want to say something, and you're like, let me run this by Lonnie real quick. I want at least one of you guys to pay attention to the way you let that door close, knowing that I'm over here talking. Let's see who's gonna do it. Oh, it was Angel. Yo! Young growth. Anyway, yeah. I just want to run this by you. My daughter does it all the time. Before I send this text message, can you help me word it the best way it can be worded? And we run through it. We go back and forth. Sometimes I say stuff, she's like, that don't even sound like me. I was like, I'm just throwing stuff out. I don't know. We're spitballing, as they would say in business. Okay. And so, You would say, babe, I want to talk about, us. Or you can even say, hey, I was on this live and I told you I repost all my lives on LoneeAppleton Live. And we also have healing sessions on As the Apple Turns on YouTube that are where I'm starting to document what I'm doing with you. I'm doing with my family. I'm healing my family. So if you want to figure out, okay, how can I apply this to this? You would go into, they're not dropping until January. I may drop them. If there's a demand for it, I'll drop them. But otherwise, them views over there is like, so they drop in January. But it's me healing my marriage, helping my children heal their relationships and becoming friends and helping, I'm gonna be in that school like, oh, a kid in a candy store helping these babies heal, helping my daughter solve her problems and just really figure this life out. And so documenting so we can learn from each other. So anyway, babe, I would like to talk about, this relationship and moving into a more divine version of love. When I first said that to my husband, he was like, what's wrong with the way I love you? And I was like, there's nothing wrong with the way that you love me. I just feel like we could love each other better. We'll love each other better, even though I was saying it in the best, least inflammatory way that I could say it. It still bumped up against something because he felt like I was saying he didn't love me. And I was like, no, you've loved me so much. I learned how to love myself. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, and what I've learned to be able to say is, can we always grow in self? Is it possible to be a better version of you today than you were yesterday? Is it possible to express love for me a little bit different than you did yesterday that can help us grow? Can I love you more? Can I show up for you more? Is there something more you want from me? Make it about them. So, learning how to word things to get your point across and not bump up against things. And we know if we say comfort, he's going to have questions or he's going to say that I am. And we don't want to bump up against any resistance, so we're not going to say comfort. We're not going to say I want to be held because he's going to ask another question. And damn it, we don't want any more questions. Damn it, I want to tell you what I want. So, I was thinking about what love looks like for me. And one of the things that I offered, I was thinking about what love looks like for me. And for me, one of those expressions is comfort. And what comfort looks like for me is, every once in a while, you just walk up to me and hug me from behind and let me know that you thought about me today. What does that hug from behind look like? Because he'll just come up to you and hug you from behind. Because that's what I do to my husband. I'm like, kiss. One of my kisses done. He was like, that's not what I meant. I'd be joking, but because I'm uncomfortable with it, I have to play around with it. That's my way of moving into flow is I got to be sarcastic or, even though it's bothering me, it's me releasing the old energy of resistance, whatever that looks like for me. And oftentimes it's me just joking around and being sarcastic. So, what do those hugs feel like? I just want to feel love. I want to feel safe. And when I know you do your best job at making me feel safe. I love when you do. I love the way that you make us feel safe. But I also would love to feel safe this way. This is what really speaks to my heart and lets me know that you hear me and you see me. And whatever your other stuff is, if you need help at wording, sis, I'm the wordsmith. Boom. Are they your definitions or the set definitions? Because that's one of the things I realized were personal definition to words. So people would say the same thing but mean something different. And that's what we've been running into in our home where we'll use a word and somebody's like, and they'll react from their understanding of the word. And I shared this in the past so I can retell this story. We came into the space of realizing there were some fake behaviors transpiring in our family. And so I utilized the word fake because I started thinking through my lens, what is fake? Well, fake is not real. So when you're expressing these things, you don't say you love me and then talk about me. And I too was being fake because I talk about my family too, which I'm working on no longer doing because I realized, I was like, how many times a day do I speak about you negatively? I speak about you positively, or I don't speak about you at all. Pay attention to that. That's a growth point, because that's the energy and the spells you're putting out. Those are the seeds that you're getting into the ground. You're either getting negatively spoken seeds, positively spoken seeds, or no seeds at all in the ground. And depending on what seeds you're getting into the ground, then you verbalize out of your space, which is double speak. God doesn't deal in mess. You can't serve two masters. So you can't say you want your marriage, but the majority of the seeds that you sow are against your marriage. So you have to pay attention to what seeds you're getting into the ground. And we don't even realize at the depth of what we need to be paying attention to, because we stop ourselves at comfort. No, we need some real motherfucking definitions. We need to know what we're living by. We need to know what standards this family is being held to. Not Webster's definition, not the commonplace definition. What definition is our family rocking by? Period. Thank you for sharing the life, Major Wolf. Thank you. Wow, that's awesome. Come in, substituted. Substitute. I'm so excited because I wanted the free flow, but I also have the ability to grow my business, right? Because the healing is the business. So to be ability to take a day off and go have a business meeting or go to do a workshop in another state, and because I'm traveling, this is worldwide, Anita. We can watch it grow from the bed to we having retreats. We having I want a school. I want all kinds of things. Like we healing on a global level. Like Tony Robbins, ain't no happenstance that I saw he had a thing on Netflix. That man made like $17 million in 7 days. And I'm not saying it's about the money. Maybe it ain't about the money. I'm not saying it's about the money. But what I'm saying is we about to be global. We about to be doing some things. And all my day ones is coming with me because we doing the work, right? Anita, get in my DMs. You have earned the right to talk to me, so please talk to me. If you got a fucking question to ask. If I know